Hi, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Project Learn, a Reskill and Spark initiative aiming at upskilling tech enthusiasts on emerging AR technology with the help of workshops and hackathons, and building a highly engaged Spark AR community. Through these workshops, you would be taught how to build your AR effects on Spark AR Studio with features that enhance the experience of Facebook and Instagram users. I'm Anamika, and before we start the workshop, I would like to run through a small presentation to share the purpose, flow, application, and benefits of being a part of this program. So, as I mentioned, Project Learn aims at helping you kickstart your career in the domain of augmented reality by training you on the technology. The program structure is divided into three broad stages. In the first stage, we will walk you through Spark AR Studio and teach you how to create your first AR effect from scratch, which involves importing assets, canvas, face tracking, patch editor, and generating test link. In the second phase, we will move a step further and teach you about advanced filters and share with you Spark AR policies before you finally submit your effect. Submission of your effect will get you a meta certification and access to resources that will help you prepare for the hackathon. In the final phase, we will host hackathons at your college level and pan India level. You would be rewarded and recognized for your efforts and contribution. So before we move further, I would like to quickly introduce Spark AR Studio to you all. So Spark AR Studio is a tool used by a global community of creators and brands to create and share AR effects using Facebook family of apps. An augmented reality is an interactive experience which digitally enhances what can be seen, heard, and touched in the real world. At the moment, we have over 600 million people using AR on Meta apps. Let's have a quick look at what is happening in the world of AR. So there are four key capabilities where AR is being used currently. To give you a brief insight on how AR is being used worldwide, we all have come across these face filters on Instagram where we can add a mask on our face. This can be done by using a face tracking capability. IKEA, the popular Swedish chain of home furnishing store, uses AR to help their customer choose the right furniture for their home through the wall tracking capability. While QR codes are normal to scan, we are also now able to scan pamphlets and business cards using the target tracking. And similarly, body and hand tracking, the latest capability introduced, offers utility for fashion and e-commerce brands, allowing users to try on an outfit digitally before they can click on purchase. These are a few effects which I'm pretty sure you've come across while using Instagram. Like, for example, the first one that you see, the color of hair changes as the person, his expressions change. So, when he's screaming, his hair color is changing. Or similar, you have this phone call from a celebrity, which is a very common Instagram filter at the moment. Also, AR plays a very impressive role in escalating your gamifying experience by mapping effects with facial expressions, gestures, and head movement. AR also has played a very important role during the pandemic in bringing the world together to your drawing room by emphasizing on the moment, making the content much more interactive, enjoyable, and memorable. Having said this, what happens to the effects that we have created? Well, the effects that we create can be published on our Instagram user page, in stories section, in reels, and the most interesting part is that we can make this effect available to the audience worldwide to use and experience. Okay, now I have created effect, I have posted it on my Instagram, but how does it help me professionally? So there are many ways in which we can use AR effects to our advantage. We can monetize the platform by building interactive AR effects for brands and creators. We can become a UX researcher, AR developer, and educator. We can leverage AR in our career by identifying and solving problems. And we can actually take augmented reality career further by learning VR and XR. So with all these benefits, both immediate and long term, I'm pretty sure you're going to make the most of these workshops. We had shared a download link for Spark Air Studio with you in the email. I hope you have downloaded it. In case you haven't done that, please do it before we begin the session. Now, I would like to quickly introduce the mentor for the day. We have with us Yashaswini, who's an AR creator for last 2 years, and she has created some amazing AR effects during her journey. She was also the campus ambassador at Reskill Spark AR Campus Ambassador Program in 2021, and today she would be taking you across the AR filters, and she is your mentor for the day. Yashaswini, welcome.
Thank you, ma'am.
So I'm handing over the virtual stage to you, Yashaswini.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Hello everyone. Hope all are doing good. I'm Yashaswini Kade. So, I will be taking you through the Spark Air Studio for today. Here, we will be learning about the augmented reality. Here, from this session, you will be going to create your first AR effect. So before jumping into the hands-on part of augmented, like the Spark AI Studio platform, let me have a quick recap of what augmented reality is. Actually, Anamika ma'am has already covered everything, but I would like to have some my opinion towards augmented reality. So according to me, augmented reality, as it enables us, the base a digital representation, it will be able to convert into the person's perception in the real world. And I believe augmented reality is not just a technology. It's about defining how we want to live in the real world with this new technology. That's about this augmented reality. So we will jump into the Sparkia Studio platform now. So before this, I want this to be interactive. So please, if you have any queries in between, you can put in comment box. I will be checking my comment box in every 15 minutes. So I hope you all have downloaded Spark Your Studio on your machines. If you have not yet downloaded, you can do with me simultaneously for now. So let me share my screen. Hope my screen is visible to everyone. So now we will come towards how to download Spark Your Studio. The first question arises while starting the session. So first, downloading Spark Air Studio, what you need to do is just go to Google and search for Spark Air Studio. I think the link is with you already. So you can just go through that and click on that download link here available. So from here you can get downloaded. So you need minimum Windows 10. Below that it will not work. So you can, once you visit this site, you here will be able to see a lot many things which are available. Like here are some predefined templates, and here is an option called features, like what kind of features this platform is going to make us available. And here are some learning materials also available, like after the session also, if you want to learn something more, you can either rewatch the session, or either from here, from this site, you can have the learning materials available. Here are some tutorials which are being available for you peoples, and after that we'll be seeing this one by one. So let me tell you the flow how we are going to do. First, after the downloading, we are going to have a look into the Spark AI Studio platform. What are the things present over there? And after that, we will be starting with a AR effect, first filter, and then we will be coming towards publishing our effect. So from here also, you can download the Spark AI Studio. Like here are some options, version options available. And here you can see the properties which are being used for this platform. So as I mentioned earlier, the minimum operating system which you need was Windows 10. Apart from that, the remaining things like 4 GB RAM and all. So try to download the latest version of Spark Studio so that you will be getting more capabilities and features also. So these are some sample projects which I've already done. So I will show in the platform only. So I think all of you have downloaded the Spark Studio. So let's jump in. So before that, let me show you what kind of effect we are going to build for today's session. So this is the effect which we are going to make for today. We are going to add one frame, and then we will be adding this uh, head occluder in the effect. So let's jump into the Sparkia platform. So this is the window. Once you download the Sparkia Studio on your machines, this is the window how it looks. So here you can see the templates which are being already created by the developers. So using this also you can create your effects, and as I said earlier, the learning material inside also it is available, and from here also you can fetch the things and create your effects for the further. So now what we will do, we will just click on the blank project. So once you click on blank project, it will take you to the window like this. Okay. So let me describe you what are these all things. So this is the Sparkia Studio platform. Once you install it, it will look like this. So basically it is divided into three parts. The first one will be the scene panel, and this is the whatever it is present over here, this is the view, like a 3D view you can say. And here on the right side, the properties. So whatever textures are nothing but objects, and objects or whatever things you are going to add in your filter, that properties will be visible on this right panel. And after that, assets are nothing but if you want something to be added for your effect, you can add it from your computer. Either the Sparkia Studio involves one powerful library, that is AI library, in which there are a lot many things available. From here also you can import the 3D objects for your effects, and the musics and sound and patch assets, textures, blocks, and script packages, and color alerts. Color alerts are nothing but the shaders which you wanted to be present in your filters. So as I said about the 3D objects, so these are the 3D objects which are available. You can either search for if you want a cap to be added for your filter, what can you do is just type cap, then it will show the available objects present in this AI library. Simply you can take any one of this and click import free. So for now we are going to import it from our computer. We are not using AI library. Okay. So the as I said, this is the user sharing. As you can see in this 3D view, here is a one mobile. Here is one panel called real time simulator. We can call it as a simulator also. From so whatever you are going to add in your filter, that will be visible on this window, so that you will be able to know how it looks into the UI. So from here also you can change the simulator, like if you want to your face to be present in this particular simulator, you can choose this option also. But for now what I'm using this already predefined real-time simulations for my effect. So we will be using this for our effect. Now coming towards this panel, this is the 3D view. To if you want to move this particular panel, what you can do is you can press Ctrl and move your cursor according to your comfortability. Or either what option you can do is here is option called view. From here you can just change the view, like I feel comfortable to work with the back, so it will look like this. You can either zoom in and zoom out. So I'm zooming it more. so that it will be visible to you people more clearer. After that, this is for the scaling. I will show how it works by adding the things into it. And this is the device. Basically it is nothing but the device which is present over right here. And this is the camera texture. If you are using your camera like if you are using camera texture, then you need to be import this into your patch editor. After that, these are the directional lights available, and microphone for if you want something sound to be given input as to your filter, you can use this. So now what we will do, as I showed like what kind of filter we are going to do for today's, according to that we will work now. So I hope all of you have downloaded the Sparkia Studio on your machines. And if you want to ask something, you can put in comment box. Okay. So next we will move to a first filter. So I want that frame, or either first we will add that rabbit's ear first. After that we will go for the frame. So for that, what you need to do is you need to import this face tracker. Here are scene understanding object, like 3D objects available. This is face tracker. If you want to track a face into your filter, you can import this. And this is nothing but the hand tracker. Like if you're working with something hand directions or hand movements, so you can just use the hand trackers and target tracker, that it is a plain tracker. And here are some 3D objects also available, like a plate face mesh. Face mesh is basically nothing but it is, we can say it is a base. Like if you want a sticker to be added on your face, so that you can use this face mesh and 3D text. Apart from that, 2D objects are also available here: canvas, rectangle, 2D star. So these are the things which are available, and the speaker is also available. So if you are going to add music to your filter, you are going to import the speaker. Until and unless you do not import, it will not work. So particle systems are nothing but like a celebrating. If you want something to be showered over your effect, you can use particle systems. So first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert this face tracker. So as you can see in the 3D scene, that is been added, this arrow. So it is now ready to track my face. After that, what I will do, just right click on this face tracker, and thus then there is option called add object. You can either rename, if you are not understanding what the name actually is, you can rename the things accordingly. And here is option called add object. Here those 3D objects, 2D objects all are available. So from here, what we are going to use for this particular filter is the plane. So as you can see, we are using this plane for effect. So it has been came on my face, so I just want to move it towards my head. So what I will do, just let me, if you are not comfortable to work with this moving simulator, what you can do is, here is option called pause. So you can just pause this until so that you can move the things easily. So we'll come to plane, we'll just drag it and we'll take it towards head. Okay. So here, as I earlier told about the scaling, like if you want to make this plane more bigger, what you can do is you can just click on this scaling option and just move your cursor towards this line and just drag it horizontally and vertically. That's it. That's what you wanted. You need to do for this. After that, again come towards the selecting and place the position. Okay. So after that, what we are going to do is, okay, we will just play it. As you can see, it is moving with that particular movement, like what how she is moving. So what I will do, we are going to add a material for it. So let me first tell you what are these transformations are actually being used. So the as I told you about the scaling, like I have scaled manually. You can either come to properties of this particular plane, and here is option called scale. From here also you can x-axis, y-axis, and the further things you can just give the values and scale the things accordingly. And rotation, like if you want to change the rotation of that particular plane into your filter, you can just change the rotation and the position also. So if you click on this, it will not visible, so you just have to click visible. And here there is an option called some spark. So from here what you can do is, from here also you can just fix out the position for that particular plane. Like I want to put that particular plane in my left cheek, on my left cheek, then you can just click on this, it will be placed at there. So I'm not going to choose any one of this, so I will put in the same. Now what I will do, I will just add the material. So once you add the material, it will look like this, it will have some metallic shade. So adding material is mandatory for each and every object which you are going to add in your filter. We can say it is just a base for everything which in Spark Studio. Now what we will do, we will so here in the properties panel on the right side of the Spark Studio, you can see the options, a lot of options available. Now you might be confused what are this, don't worry about it. We will be taking all these things. So here is option called a shader type. Like if you want that particular plane should be visible like a face paint, then you can just choose the face paint. So as you can see, it is looking like a paint onto your into your effect. So we will just put the standard. Okay, we are going to use the standard, and here is option called color. Like if you want a color to be given for that plane, you can just come here and choose the color which you want. But we are going to import a PNG which I have shown you in the filter. I think all of you are having that assets which are shared. Now what we will do, so if you want to import those rabbit ears, then what you need to do is, here is option called texture. Texture is nothing but the image, we can say, which you wanted to be imported for your filter. So here two options are there: new texture and new animation sequence. As I told about texture, like the PNG, and the animation sequence means like if you want to animate a GIF to be added to into your filter, you can just choose the animation sequence. But the one thing you should know about the animation sequence is, you need to convert that GIF into the PNG zip, and you need to unzip that all the things, and then you need to select all the PNGs and import into the Spark app, because it does not take directly zip. So now what we will do, we will just click on new texture. So it will take us to the from my file explorer. Before that, let me tell you the remaining things. Like here are the options, like tiling options and render options. So opacity also is present over here, like how much you want that particular object to be visible. So if you want that to be present darker, then you can just increase it, and either you can just decrease according to according to your choice. So I will be having it to the 100. Okay. So as I said about adding texture, so just click on new texture. So come to your file explorer, find out the location where you have downloaded that PNG, and just choose that. And just here is option called open. So just click on open. So as you can see, it has been added. Now what we will do, we will just take downward so that it will fit it will fit fine. Now we will just move downward. Okay, we will fix out the position right over here. So yeah, now it has been set to particular the simulator. Now coming towards the frame. So for frame, what you need to do is, you need to take a rectangle. So it will come under canvas. So just click on insert. So as you can see, it has been occurred right over here. So you can just move. So instead of moving, what I will do is, okay, let me give me a minute. Okay. I want that particular frame to be cover whole a simulator, right? So for that, what we can do is, here are some options called, positioning the things, the alignment we can say. If you want that particular plane to be aligned in middle in left side, so you can just click here, and either above. So like these options are available. So we are going to do with it by size, like we will be filling the width and height for this so that it will cover the whole screen. So just click on Control Z so that it will recap the things. Then what we will do, we will just here is option called width and height. So from here you can either give size like 400, 500, 600, whatever you want, but we are going to cover it whole the simulator. What for that, what we will do, we will just click on field width and field height. Okay, now you might be confused, like it has been covered whole the screen, right? So let me, we will do further things, then you will get to know what how it works. After that, here we will be adding the same thing like rotation. Here is option called rotation also. So like if you how what kind of axis you wanted to be have that for the have to give that particular rectangle, you can give according to you, but we are going to have work on z axis only, and the scale is one only. So we are going to add material. So this is the material which we have already added, but we don't want to use this for. So for now we will be creating a new material. Okay, so new material has been created, right? So in assets panel, you can see the material first we have added. So we will just rename for a better understanding, so that there will be no confusion between these materials. So this we will be giving the name as years for this material, and we will be giving name this as a frame. Hope I'm clear till now, and all are doing with me simultaneously. If anyone wants to ask something, you can ask. Like if you are lagging somewhere, you can ask. I will be replying you. Then after that, I have given here frame. So the same thing, like once you add the materials, it will have the same properties which the other had. So here on the right side, as we can see the shader type, we will be having the same one like a standard, and the color. Now we are going to have a texture for it. Okay. So here we are going to have frame, right? So for that we will take this one. Yeah, we will take this one only, and then we will click on open. So as you can see, that has been added, and try to choose the objects which do not have any kind of background. So for that you can either remove the background of those things and import it into the Sparkia platform. And after that I have been added. Now coming towards this, if you want to scale it, you can just come to the rectangle, and into the 3D view you can just scale right over here. So we will be taking this much, and yeah, now it has been set right. After that, what we will do, we will we will just add a text, like a 2D text. So before that, let me show you how face mesh works. As I said, adding something on our checks, how it looks. So we will just add that. So just click on face mesh and just click on insert. So it has been added. It has so we have added the face mesh right over here. So if I want a sticker to be added on my chicks, so for that again we will be doing the same thing. Like here are the options of transformations, scaling, rotation, and the further positioning things. So we will be adding this material again, and we are going to create a new material for this also, and we will just rename it as face. Then again in the properties panel, what we are going to do is we are again going to put it as a shader type as a standard, and then we will be adding new texture from our computer, or we can say file explorer, and we are going to add this butterfly. Okay, so as you can see, it has been added, right? So this is how you can add stickers onto your checks. And how I did is in a Sparkia Studio there is one zip file available which is called a face reference assets, which you need to download before. Let me show. Yeah, so this is the face reference assets. So you can either use the platforms called Photoshop CC or Adobe with Adobe XD, and either any other tool software tool, so that you can by using the face reference asset. Let me show that also. Just give me a minute. Yeah. So this is the zip file which you will get after downloading that. So you need to extract it. So here are options available called textures. So from this you need to use this face phenomena, or either you can go for the face mesh tracker. Import this into your into your that Photoshop CC or either any other software tool, so that you can add the things onto your chicks. So if you want the thing to be done quickly, you can go for the online Photoshop Photofia. From there you can just do this. So if you want me to do that, then I will show. It will just hardly take 1 minute to do. So I will show how I did. Okay. So here it will, you will get the editor. So what you need to do is just click on this and import that face from your computer, this one, and open it. So it will look like this. So if you want something to be added onto your eyes or cheeks, you can just click on file, and open and place option is there. You can do other way also. There are lot many ways available. Coming towards this, so if I wanted to add this eye mask to that particular face phenomena, then I will just click on open. Okay, let me select first. Okay, so I have opened that, and I'm just placing the thing like right over here. So you can just fix out the things like how you want, and then after doing this all, remember one thing: you need to disable this background, and you need to export this file as a PNG. Here is option called export as. So from here you can just export this, and it will get downloaded. And again, as I have added this face mesh, so instead of adding that texture, what we will do, we will again come to this face, and from here we will just add that newly downloaded PNG, which is of this one, and we will just click on open. So as you can see, it has been added onto my eyes. So this is how the online tools will help us to, you know, fix out the things easily. Apart from this, coming towards, like, if you want, on tapping the screen, if you want something to be changed, like first you want to show the rabbit ears, after that particular eye mask. Okay. So for that, what you need to do is you need to go for the patch editing thing. Like it is the editor, like it will help us to connect the things. Like if you want to, it is basically used if you want a gaming to be added. Like if you are going to create a gaming filter, it will be very helpful for this. So patch editor will help us to do the animation and all those things. For that, what we need to do is, so first come to this plane, and here is option called visible. Like if first you want to make that rabbit ears visible, then click on this visible. So it will be visible like this. So just drag it and drop it, and after that the face mesh. So just here click on this visible. Okay. So now what we will do, as I said earlier, like we are going to change the things when we tap on the screen, right? So for that, there is option called the screen tap. So again, we need to take a switch. Like if that particular first one is plain, right? So if plane is turned on, then face mesh should be off. So for that, what we can do is we can just take a switch, and here are options called turn off and on. Again, we are going to connect this with a pulse, and again this with switch. Okay. So this is, again we are going to connect this with this plane. So this is for the first part. So it is now not visible. because this face message is now visible for now only. After that, again we will take another pulse, and we will take a switch, and we will again connect towards it. Okay, so here is an option called simulate touch orbit and pin reset rotation. So I forgot about these devices which are available, like if you're Mac user, if you're iOS user, if you're Android user. So here are some options. Or if you don't want to work on this particular real-time simulator, you can just change the devices according to the versions available here, so that it will you will get to know what kind of height, width, and you need to take. So simulate touch, once you click on it, so after the touching this particular screen, it will visible the things. So once again you click, it will disable the things. So this is how the screen tap actually works. Again, what we will do, as I said about the particle system, like if you want something to be show celebrating, we can use this particle system. Okay. So basically this is nothing about, like here you need to do your creativity, like you need to implement your creativity. This platform will help you through that. So we will put it here. You can have look into my 3D view. Again, what we will do, on the right side of this particle system properties, you can see the things like the same things like transformations, position, scale, and rotation. So for now, what we will do, we will come towards this type. So type is nothing but, like, if you don't want that particular, so as you can see this particles, like they are flowing from a single point, right? So if you don't want that to be done in your effect, what you can do is you can come towards type, this type option on your properties panel. So from here you can just choose line, plane, or ring. So we will take plane or either line. Yeah. So this will be okay. Now what we will do, the length, like if you want to increase the length of that particular emitters, or we can say particles, you can just change, but we will be having the same. And birth rate, like birth rate is nothing but the number of that particles to be present in your filter. So the particular birth rate is 20, we will just increase it by 50. We will get to know the difference. So as you can see, the number of particle system has been increased. So spray angles means, like if you don't want that particles to be flow from downside to upside, you can just divert the direction. You can just exchange the direction towards downwards. For that, what you can do is you can just give something value here in terms of mathematics, like so we'll just drag it over here, and I want to scale this. So just again come towards scaling, or either you in property, through using property you can do that. So we will just drag this line by using the cursor. So I'm just dragging it. So as you can see, the changes are happening side by side. So we will just put it here. So before moving towards adding textures or color to this particular particles, if anyone have any doubts, we'll just have a look. Okay. I think I'm clear. All are doing with me simultaneously. So, yeah. Coming towards adding texture, like if you want a golden color to be added for that particular particles into a filter, for that, what we are going to do is we are going to first, we will just decrease the speed, like the speed is bit faster. We will just decrease it by 0.1, which is enough for now. And the lifespan, like for how much time those particles should be visible into your filter, that is nothing but the lifespan. So we will just increase it by 2, no, either 5 or 2. So as you can see, it's covering whole the screen. we don't, and it's not looking good, we will just decrease the number of birth rates, like number of particles. We will just do for 20. So 20 are enough to go with now. Yeah. So now what we will do, just scroll down the properties panel. So here you can spin option is also available, so we are not going to do this. So here is option called shape, if you want that particles to be present in a star shape, or either sphere, or either cylinder. From here you can do that, so just check out. So once I click on star, all the particles has been changed into star shape. Okay. So again, I don't want that to be present in star, so I'll just do it as a plane. And now coming towards adding texture, adding something image, we can say, or color to that particular particles, we just click on the material option right over here, and here is option called plus. So just click on it. So it will show you the available materials, but we are not going to use this. We'll just create a new material. So in the assets panel, on the left side of your panel, below the scene panel, the material has been added. Now we will just rename it for better understanding. Okay. We will do it as particle. After that, here we are again going to have either flat or either standard. So let me put it as standard only. So here we are not going to import any texture from a computer or either from AR library. We are just having we are just going to give a color. So we will be having this color. Okay. What we will do is we will just decrease the visibility, like opacity. We will make it to it 51 or either 55. Yeah. This much of visibility is enough to go with. Either you can just import, if you don't want a color to be given for your particular lens, a particular filter, then you can just again go through the same things like new texture and import the color from your computer. You can choose any one of this. So either we can also take this flower for the showering, but we are not going to take any flower. You can do according to your creativity. Now what we will do, yeah, here is option called a blend mode. Like once I click on add, that particular what we can say, a particle or material get added into a effect. And so once I click on subtract or replace, it will just replace into a with a screen. So that's the difference between all these things. You can just we will just put alpha for now, and opacity to 58. Okay. Uh, so here, as I forgot about one thing, like if you coming towards the scene panel in emitter options, there is option called this sparkle symbol. Just click on it. So here it is option called animate. Like if you want that particle to be spinned or floated or to be blinked into your effect, just click on it. It will just automatically create the patching of those things. You know, don't need to do extra work for that. You just click on the sparkle, and here is option called animate. So here is option called blink. So all the particles will starting blink. I will just show. So as you can see, they are blinking, right? So you can use the animate from here. So the patching already has been done. Like we have taken a loop animation. So we have enabled it. And after that, we have taken switch, and then we have taken this emitter. So here is option called visible. We need to click on this arrow, the forward arrow into your patch editor, then connect to it. So once I just disconnect this link, it will not work. So we need to connect it with this emitter. It will start working like this. So now coming towards the AR library. if you don't want 3D objects or 2D objects or anything background music to be imported from Google or either any platforms. So from here you can download. I will show a simple 3D object like how to import it into our effect. Okay. What we will do now is we will just import one of the 3D shape, or either we will just import a hat. So you can see plenty of options available here. You can choose any one of this to be used for your effect. So just you need to click on import free. Okay. So it has been added. You can see it in assets panel, the top hat. So first let me remove this. Okay. So if so now you might be have some question like it is not visible in my 3D view, right? So I will just zoom out. Now, what I will do, if you want to visible this particular 3D object into your filter, you just need to drag it, move your cursor into this and drag it over to the scene panel and put it here. So it will be visible into your effect. So as I have been added this frame, so it is going back side of this. So you can do that, or let me show with the another. Okay, let me remove this first. Okay, so it has been removed, and this normal filter which we have decided to make, like on screen tab, it will be visible like this. So just let me remove this also. Face mesh. We are not going to add any kind of eye mask for that. We will just having this simple one, and we will add a 3D text. So there is a difference between 3D and 2D, as of all of you may know. So here you can just type the text which you want to be visible for your filter. Like what if I will do just type yeah and exclamatory marks. Okay. So I will just move it here, or either here. I will put it here, and the same thing, like if this Spark Your Studio platform provides you a predefined font templates like a font styles. Here are some options. Lot many options are here. So from here you can choose no according to your according to your choice. We are going to choose this Noto Sans bold. We have taken this, and you can see the difference in the text in the font style. So let me zoom it. Okay, I think it is visible to everyone clearly. Now what we will do, we want a color to be added for this particular 3D text. We will just again, here are some options available like side material. As it is 3D text, here are some three options are available like back material, side material and the front material. We will just come towards this, and we will just create a new material, and here you can see the material has been added. Let me just rename. Okay, so I have renamed it as text, and again we will put it as a flat. Okay, so as you can see, that particular shader type has been changed. Now what we will do, we will just choose the color for it, which is more suitable, like it will be visible clearly. Okay, we will go with this now for now, and we will just have the opacity to 92. Another, you can just use the shader type as a blended mode, either you can use physically based. but prefer to use a flat and standard so that it will be visible more clear, give some more real sense. After that, having we will just do this 3D text somewhat upside so that it will be visible here. So once I tap on the screen, that particular rabbit had that rabbit ears has been added, and it is moving. It is perfect to go for now. So if and if you want to move or to just know the front end back end, we can say, of this particular 3D view, here is an option called right, front, back, top, bottom, according to your choice or according to your comfortability, how you are comfortable to work with the platform. You can just change the view. So I have chosen as a front because I'm comfortable. I've chosen as a back, so you can either go for right, left, front. So once you choose right, you can see how it is looking. Just zoom in, you can see the difference. So we will just take it to back. Okay. So as I said, here from here, there is option like from here also we can just import the 3D objects, 2D objects, and have the scene understanding also. But here is option called add. So from here, you can also import the face tracker, plane tracker, and target tracker. So plane tracker and target tracker are basically at the base of gaming filters. The hand tracker also, and the 3D objects, lights, and effects. As I said, as we have used the particle systems for this filter, and if you want music to be added to your filter, you can just go for the speaker and animation sequence. So as I told you already about this, like how we are going to import the animation, because it is not taking a zip file, so we need to import each and every png into a file. And the texture, like heat, this Spark AR library also having some predefined textures. And basically segmentation is nothing but if you want hair color of that particular person to be changed, like hair, then you can just choose this and you can work on on that segmentation, like it will change the color of hairs. And either you can go for the body tracking, like if you want to change the color of whole body, you can just do it by using this segmentation part. So for now, we are only having this face tracker and face mesh. We have used plane, we have used canvas and rectangle, and we have also seen the particle systems and 3D text. And we have seen like how we are going to import the objects from the AR library. And here are options, musics and sounds. If you want something to be something sound to be added, you can just take it from here. Either you can import. And as I told about the textures, so we have not taken any kind of textures from the AR library. We have taken it from our file explorer, so there is no need of using this. You can just, if you want this texture to be added, you can just click on it and import into your filter. It will get added. Now we are done with the filter. We are going to publish it. So the main point comes towards publishing, like how to publish the effect, right? So till now, all I hope all of you have done the filter with me simultaneously. So if anyone have, or if anyone wants to ask something, you can put in comment box. Till the end of the session, we will clear out all the things. Okay, just let me remove this. Yeah. Now what we will do, we will come towards publishing. So let me remove this also. We want that to be visible. Okay. So we will just, here is option called publish. So from here also you can do, we will just publish it from here, the blue button you can see below the window on the right side. So from here you can just click on publish, and here it will take you to the window like this, publish your effect. It will ask you some few of the things like what do you want to do. do you want to update the existing one, or either you want to publish it new one. So we are going to publish it as a new, and here it will ask for your demo video. So you need to record a demo video for it, and here is option called add experiences. You just click on this add experience, and here is option called add experience. Before that, let me show you the capabilities. So this particular filter which we have done till now, having the capabilities 3D text, face tracking we have done, and the image and body lightning instructions, physically based material and segmentations we have this is managing all these capabilities. And the compression, just check out while publishing the effect, the compression or the quality of this particular filter is to till 100, so that it will be like give some more real sense. And then we will just come towards experience. The license is apart from this, like don't need to do anything here. So just click on experience, and here is option plus button, plus icon you can say. Here you just click on it, and just click on insert. And either you can just again come here, video calling experience. What it means actually is, so if you want this particular filter to be used while video calling, while we are having video calling experience, so it will be showing like that. And ads also. So ads, I think all of you know. So for now we will just have a sharing experience, and we will just click on done. Okay. Okay, we have added textures are being compressed. So okay, for now I think segmentation will not work. We will just first remove the segmentation which we have been added. So that's why it is not getting published. Yeah, we will just right click on it, and okay, here is option called delete. Just delete it. Again, come towards we will just come towards publishing. Okay, now capabilities are matching, because there is a problem with segmentation. Like if you import some segmentation onto your effect, it will may not work. So just check out accordingly. And here is option called export. Like you can save it from here. Now we are all set to go for publishing. We will just click on upload. So uploading depends on the internet connectivity speed which you have. So hardly it will take a few seconds to get uploaded onto the official Sparkia hub. So till if anyone have any questions to be asked, you can ask. Okay, the upload is has been successful. It will directly take us to the window like this. So once the upload has been successful, it will take you to the window like this. So here you can give a unique name for your filter which you have made. We will just give it as let me give it as like, if you can give any name. I'm just giving it as a sample, because I'm not going to. Okay, let me publish it. Okay. Yeah. So here is this is the file. You can just replace, but this is the file which we are going to publish for this publish into Sparkia Hub. Now what we will do, here is option called all platforms and specific platforms only. What it means actually is, so if you don't want that particular filter to be visible on the on the messenger or either Facebook, you can just disable or enable the things. But I want this filter to be visible on over all the platforms, like all the platforms. Just click on all platforms, and owner is my name. Why? Because I'm having the account with this and I'm going to publish, so your name will be there. So you need to first connect with Facebook account and Instagram account. So if you want to work with the Sparkia Studio, you need to have these accounts. So if you don't have, just go it in and create. It will hardly take a few minutes. So it will ask you about the categories, like how, like this particular filter is related, comes under which kind of categories you want it to be have uploaded into the hub. So you can choose any one of this, and here is an option called a keyword, like as it's saying, we need to add up to 20 keywords to describe your effect with a keyword, so that this filter will have better engagement with the peoples worldwide. And here, so as I told you about upload no recording a video with your effect, you can just upload it here. And thumbnail means like a logo, we can say, or the picture, which like as you can say, this black box. So what kind of image to be visible right over here, you can just choose upload image and you can just upload it. And if you are collaborating with the credits with, so you can just add collaborators also. So what I will do for now is I will just go for specific platform only, and I will just disable the video calling experiences, and just public. It will ask you the audience options, like do you want this filter to be public, or do you want this filter to be visible to those people only who are having the link of your effect, or either public. So these options are there, so you can just choose any one of this. For now we will just go for the link only. And now it is all set to go. You people can go for the public, because public also, I'm just for now I'm just going it for link only, and then we will just publish. So for getting published, it will take few seconds. Again, it's now depend on the connectivity, network connectivity, we can say. Okay. So I think at the time of submission, you might be asked for having the picture of this particular certification, like this image. So click on view link. So here the link is available. So at the time of submission, they might ask about the effect ID, owner ID, and the link. So the link is present over here. You can just copy, or either Facebook link you can also copy. After that, once you click on that, coming towards the effect ID and the owner ID. So here is an option called the this three menu, like a dotted. So from here you can just choose this. Just click on this if copy effect ID. It will copy you the 16-digit number, might maybe. You can just click on it. It will copy and paste it into a Google form, or either any submission site. And owner ID is present below the effect ID. So you need to submit it both this. And if you want this filter to be tested on your device, you can just test it on. And if you want to delete it, you can just delete it. So instead of deleting, you can just go towards the Spark here, again update your effect and publish it as a same window. Okay. So this is how you can do the submissions of your first filter. And here, like we'll be having a quick insights, like impressions, opens, and shares, like how many peoples are impressed with your filters, and how many people have opened your filter and they have used and they have also shared. So that will comes under these all things, like impressions and opens and shares. It will give you a monthly analysis also. And again, coming towards the visibility, like on which platform your effect is visible and what is the status, like it is visible. So that's why this is on. So that's about the visibility and the details, like who is the owner of this particular filter who have made, and then publisher. And if you have added categories, that will be visible here. If you have added keywords, that will be visible here. And this is about the files, like this is the particular export file, AI export file. You can just download it if you have missed out somewhere. From here you can just download it. So this is the activity log. It will your effect. So once you publish your filter onto the Spark AI Hub, it will take some time to review. Then after, it will tell you whether it is accepted or not accepted. So at the time of submission, it might ask for the submit, like the status of your activity status, or we can say whether it is accepted or not accepted. So you need to just observe here and submit the things. And here there are competitions also present, like you can participate in the competitions which are going worldwide. And here are the creators available. So you can have inspirations, or you can have a guide from these. You can also you can use this create, like you can have some idea from this, and you can have your own creativity into it, so that it by combining both, it will make something out of the box. So you can just have a look into this creator windows also, like how it's impactful, really impactful for the society, we can say. So this is how you can create your effect. You can publish onto your Spark AI Hub and do the submissions. I think all of you have done with me simultaneously. If anyone have, or if anyone wants to ask something, you can put in comment box.
I think that's all for this session. Thank you everyone for joining
Yeah.
us. You will, I think you all will receive the submission link. Kindly check your mail for the submission. Thank you, Suni. It was a great session. Thank you.
Thank you